Hello, welcome to another tutorial on the channel. So today we're going to be drafting a basic bodice but a full scale. So the full scale bodice is more of a continuation of the half scale bodice. So this is very easy to draft once you have mastered the half scale. So the measurement for the full scale bodice is that of the half scale with an extension to the blouse length. So here are the required measurements to draft a full scale bodice. So the blouse length measurement is a vertical measurement taken from the tip of the neck down to your preferred length. Now this is usually some inches below the belly button. I said preferred length because some people like longer blouses and some shorter blouses. So the second measurement we'll be needing that is not mentioned here is the circumference around your blouse length. So these are the measurements we need to draft our full scale bodies. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is to mark our border line across the horizontal and vertical part of our pattern paper. Now this just helps us to have a starting line. So the first thing we want to do is to insert our chest line measurement. So our chest line measurement is 8.5. So you get this measurement by dividing your bust by 6 plus 2.5. So my bust is 36. 36 divided by 6 plus 2.5 is 8.5. So now I'm marking out my shoulder to bust point measurement, and this is 10.5. Shoulder to my half length measurement of 16.5. So this is my half length. And our blouse length is 23 inches. So this is the length of the paper from the shoulder line. So let's go ahead to label all horizontal lines. So we have the blouse length, the waist, the bust point line, the chest line, and the shoulder. So next thing we want to do is to take our neckline, which is the 3 by 3, the neck width of 3 inches and the neck depth of 3 inches. Then we insert our shoulder measurement of 7.5. So we bring that down to create a straight line for our arm side. So we'll come down by 1.5, connect that to our neck tip for our shoulder slope. We'll divide this into 2 to get the midpoint. Come out by 0.75. Connect that like so. So this will help us to create our armhole depth. So our bust measurement is 36. You divide that by 4 and you get 9. So we're going to be adding half inch for ease. So our waist is 7.5, which is 30 inches. So we're going to be adding 1.5 for our dart intake. So we connect that to the chest line like so. So the measurement around our blouse length is 39 inches. So we divide that by 4 and we get 9.75. So we're going to be connecting that to the waistline. So now let's use our curve to connect our armhole. So now let's plot our dart. So we use our bust span measurement to indicate where our dart sits. So the bust span measurement is 7.5 and you divide that by 2, we get 3.75. So we mark that on the bust point line, the waistline, and on our blouse length and connect that to a straight line. So next we want to take 0.75 on both sides. That's 1.5. Remember that is our dart intake. So we come down by 1 inch on the bust point. So we're going to be connecting that to create our dart. Okay, so now it's time for us to take our bust dart. So remember that this is a basic bodice with the bust dart. And the bust dart intake is the difference you get when you subtract your shoulder to your half length measurement for your front bodice and your shoulder to your half length measurement for your back bodice. So if you don't know how to draft the basic bodice, the half scale, I have dropped the link in the description box. So next thing we want to do is to throw our dart, our bust dart. So what this means is making sure that the side seam aligns with the back pattern where we sew. So to do this, we'll cut through our dart like so up to the bust point. And then we close our bust dart. So this is a temporal closure just to make sure that this aligns. So having done that, we'll connect that line like so because there's a little shortage after we close the bust dart. So we use a tracing wheel to highlight that area. So this is going to give us our direct bust dart markings. So we can highlight that. Okay, so having done that, we are going to use a sellotape to close our dart. Okay, so this is it for the front pattern. So let's move over to drafting our back pattern. So kindly hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you for your support. Okay, so to draft the back pattern, this technique makes the half length for the back pattern 1.5 inch shorter and the blouse length as well. So what this means is we have a blouse length of 23 inches, so it's going to be 23 inches minus 1.5, which is going to be 21.5 inches. And for the shoulder to the back length, we have 15 inches. So this is 16.5 minus 15 inches, which is still 1.5. Remember that this 1.5 is a bust dart intake. So to start off as usual, let's indicate our start line. And this is from the start line to 21.5 inches as our blouse length. Okay, so first we want to do is to insert our shoulder to chest line measurement of 8.5. We'll mark that across. So next we insert our shoulder to a half length. So this is 15 inches. So our blouse length is 21.5 inches and that is the length of our pattern paper. Okay, let's go ahead and label this. A blouse length, waistline, a chest line, and shoulder. So our measurement is going to be coming from the center back. So insert a neckline of 3 by 1 inches, 3 inches for our neck width and 1 inch for our neck depth. So on our shoulder line, we're going to mark our shoulder of 7.5. Okay, so we're just going to make that mark over there and move to our back tightening, because all our horizontal measurement is going to start away from the back tightening line. So we're just coming out by 1 inch on our waist, and we connect that to the neck like so. Okay, so this prevents zipper bulge when we sew our blouse. Now on the chest line, we're going to bring down our shoulder measurement just to create a straight line for our arm side. Notice that this measurement is taken away from our back tightening line. And on that line, we're going to mark 1 inch for the back shoulder slope. So we're going to connect that to the neck tip. So we'll go ahead and divide that line into 2 equal halves. We'll get the midpoint. Then we come out by ½ inch. Connect a straight line to our shoulder tip to help us create our armhole. So now let's take our horizontal measurement. So we'll take our bust measurement of 9.5. And we connect that. So we're going to insert a waist measurement of 7.5. That's 30 divided by 4. Then we add 1 inch for our dart intake. And on the blouse length, 9.75 for the blouse circumference. So we're going to be connecting that to the chest line and that to the blouse length as well. So to plot our dart, we're going to take a bust span measurement of 3.75. Notice that I'm taking this measurement away from the tightening line. So to form a straight line, I'm going to measure everything I have on there and place it on the chest line as well, and also on the blouse line. So this is just to have a straight line. So we'll connect that to the chest line. So the dart intake for the back pattern is 1 inch. So we're going to be coming out ½ inch on both sides to form our dart. We're going to be coming down on the chest line by 1 inch so we can connect our dart like so. Okay. So at this point, we are done with our full scale bodice. So I'll just go ahead and cut the 2 patterns out so you can see how it is done. But before I do that, let me show you how our pattern aligns when the bust dart is closed. So this goes to show you that the bust dart does not affect your measurement or your drafting in any way. So when you close your bust dart like so, this aligns perfectly with the back pattern. So to give our pattern some sort of shape on the side seam, we're going to be coming up by 1.5 inches on the side seam for the back and the front pattern. Okay, let me just do 1.25. So you can do 1 inch, 1.5 or 2 inches. This just depends on how curvy you want the side to be. So we're going to take a curve and connect that to the dart leg. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned a thing or two. If you found any part of this tutorial helpful, kindly give us a thumbs up by liking this video and hit the subscribe button for more. Until our next tutorial, bye for now.